Hey guys, it's Joey. So, as you might know, Suicide Squad has just been released. I saw it Thursday night. I waited a couple days to make this review kind of reaction video. As most of you probably already know, the critics don't seem to like it very much, and there's a good portion of the population that don't seem to like it either. With that being said, there is also a very large portion of the population, DC fans, moviegoers, that actually really enjoyed the film, and I'm one of those people. I thought it was really great, and to be honest, I was not excited for it. Like, leading up to it, anything I saw from it, it seemed a little pandering. It seemed very unlike these characters to be in this sort of fun party kind of movie, which that's what I thought it was going to be. That's what the trailers made it seem like it was going to be, but it wasn't that. And you know, I was taken aback, surprised, delightfully surprised, because it was so much better than I thought it was going to be. And I'm going to tell you why. First off, I've grown up with these characters since I was young. I made the Batman vs Superman video a couple months ago when that was getting, you know, scathing reviews by critics and people seemed to hate it, but I totally loved it. And I'm not a critic, or I'm not a movie reviewer. I don't consider myself a critic in any respect. I go to the movies to enjoy them. I don't look for things to dislike about them. I don't look to nitpick them. I take them as they are when I'm sitting in the theater watching it. That's how I experience a movie. I don't experience it trying to pick apart and see flaws, because I feel like that's just not how you're supposed to watch a movie. It's supposed to be entertainment. It's not supposed to be this project you have to work on. I thought the movie was really great. There was a lot of things I didn't expect about it, to be honest. I love the character exposition on some characters that I didn't really care for, didn't really know about, didn't expect anything from, like El Diablo. He had a pretty large role in that movie. I think it was, I think with the advertising, they made it seem like this very big, like, blockbustery type movie, and I think that's what people expect. But when I actually sat there and watched it, it's a very small movie. It feels like a note to Batman vs Superman in the Justice League world. It feels like a very, very small side story to that, which is completely fine. I don't need every superhero movie, every DC movie to be a blockbuster, to be this hard-hitting film. I love when movies are just sort of small and self-contained and involved. I love character-driven movies, and this is what it was. There wasn't any crazy, over-the-top action sequences. It was a lot of the interaction between the small squad, the Suicide Squad, and their roles in, you know, saving the world at this point, and how they got here and what drives them and motivates them. And I think seeing these characters exposed like this in these, you know, big budget movies is really awesome, because with a lot of these movies you don't get that. It's all about the visuals, the explosions, the action sequences, the sweeping romances, and that had a lot of that, but that wasn't the priority of the movie. That wasn't the center. That wasn't what drove the movie. It's the characters we've grown to love for the most part, like Harley Quinn. We have Deadshot, Killer Croc. These characters have been cemented into the Batman DC villain universe for a long time now. We got to see them on screen finally, and I think Will Smith did Deadshot really great. I love his portrayal. Margot Robbie, killer Harley Quinn. I loved Margot Robbie's portrayal of Harley Quinn. I thought she was going to be really ditzy through the whole thing, and like just not grounded at all, and just high energy the whole time. But I was very pleasantly surprised. She had her quiet moments, she had her pensive moments, her philosophical moments, and then she also had her Harley Quinn moments, her crazy over the top, I love you Mr. J, put in kind of moments, and I love her for that. I love the portrayal of it. I think it was very accurate, with her also giving her own unique approach to it. I think, of course, she's one of the standout characters in the movie, along with El Diablo, who is really fantastic. I love his role in the movie. Deadshot, Will Smith as Deadshot. I love the backstory with his spoilers. There's a whole thing with his daughter, and that's sort of what drives him to do what he's doing, and to, you know, be more focused and motivated. I don't know. There was this layer of charm and lovability to all these terrible people, and I think that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to show you a the perspective why these people do what they're doing. Some of them have been manipulated. Some of them don't feel like they have a choice. Some of them are just the results of terrible circumstances and bad decisions ultimately. And I think, like I said before, it's not a blockbuster movie. It's not this over the top, crazy action movie. It's a little sad. It's very quiet. Everybody's sort of just in their own heads about it. They have their, rough outer shells, but there's things that drive them, and they feel there's a layer of guilt that they all sort of feel, especially those that, know what they're doing is wrong but feel like they have no other choice, like Deadshot. I just think these Batman vs Superman and Suicide Squad now are movies that just, people missed the mark a lot with. I think they misperceive what it is, or expectations don't fall in line to what it actually is and what the movies actually provide and the stories they actually tell. I think that's the fault of marketing, because the way they've been marketing these movies as over-the-top action movies, when I think they're really very, very quiet, character-driven movies, emotion-driven movies. Batman vs Superman seems to be very emotional driven, especially Batman's character, and they have these exposition scenes, telling the audience about what's going on with them, what is causing them to feel this way, react this way to certain things. And I don't want to sound dismissive or, minimizing anybody else's perspective on the movie, but I think people miss what it is for what their expectations are for it. Like I said before, when I go see a movie, I don't go to look to pick at things to see what's wrong about them. I absolutely hate doing that. When I sit down, I want to be surprised. I want to like it. I look to like movies. I don't look to hate them, which I think there's a very large culture of, everybody's a critic these days. Everybody thinks their opinion should hold the most weight, and they're right about why it's totally bad or it's totally good. I don't think it's the perfect movie. I don't think Batman vs Superman was the perfect movie, but I don't think they were god-awful. I don't think they were terrible. I think they were good. I think they were solid movies. They did a good job of telling the story of characters with these big action scenes. But those action scenes are not, like in comic books, the action scenes are really not the point of these characters. It's just what they have to do, not who they are. And with Suicide Squad, it's a lot of the same thing. It's almost like a mirror of our superheroes, but they fell on the wrong side of things. Or like in Harley Quinn's case, she was manipulated by the Joker. Now, Jared Leto's Joker, I feel like I haven't seen enough of him to really make a solid opinion. I know people aren't crazy about it. To be honest, I feel I got really heavy Jack Nicholson vibes from it. A little modern sort of take on it, but I really can't come to a conclusion on how I feel about Jared Leto's Joker. I feel like I definitely need to see him more fleshed out and in a more of a Joker story arc, because Suicide Squad is not that. It was Harley Quinn, Harley Quinn's exposition, her backstory that included the Joker, and part of the movie, spoilers again, part of the movie actually contains the Joker, and we'll see. I think they should do a second one. I think this was a really solid, strong movie. I've really enjoyed the characters in it. I mean, there was a lot of characters, so it's really hard to draw all of them out. I really think it was a good movie. I genuinely think it was a good movie. I loved it. I want to see another one. I'd love to see these characters in Justice League, or the upcoming Batman movie, or The Flash, Captain Boomerang, under unsung star of Suicide Squad. I wish we got more time with him, but I know there's only so much you could do in a 2-hour movie. So please, in the comments below, let me know what you think. Did you love it? Do you absolutely hate it? Tell me why. I'm really curious. I always love hearing people's perspective on it. Of course, not everybody's gonna love it. My intention with this video is not to make you love the movie or make you mad and make myself seem dumb for liking it or whatever. I go into it, I sit down, Don't try to nitpick it. I liked it. That's it. So if you do like this video and you want to see more like this, subscribe, of course, comment below, like. If you want to watch my Batman vs Superman video, I will link it at the bottom, or I'll place a card, whatever. And again, thanks for watching, and I shall see you guys in the next video. See you later.